alertly toward them. Maisie senses her own extraordinary focus on the poodle. Everything else has fallen away, except for this white dog with its perverse pink bow in its cloud of silvery hair. It is close enough that Maisie pats it. Goopy discharge from the dog's wet raisin eyes is purpling its face. As it pants, Maisie can see that its pale upper gums are speckled with brown spots, like a ripe banana. It clamps onto her calf. Quickly, it tugs and snarls. A portion of Maisie's calf pulls away and scatters as though it's made of stuffing that pulls apart like cotton candy. "What the?" Maisie says, puzzled, detached, imagining it's all some joke, since she's not as frightened as she should be. "Whoa, whoa, whoa," she says in the same tone she uses to calm her kids when one of their arguments turns shrill. The stuffing from her leg is strewn all over the sidewalk. "Here's some," she says to herself, carefully gathering it. It is light pink and fluffy, like insulation. "Here's some more." She looks around for Neil. She is in a different place entirely. The bank is no longer there. There is a barn with stables. Mammalian nostrils appear at the stable's edges, sniffing through cracks. Are they horses? Maybe pigs? The dog is back, tugging at her shirt, growling a little more wildly when, with the adrenaline-fueled style of a penalty kick from the soccer days of her girlhood, Maisie hops forward on her left foot, winds up with her right, and boots the dog into a large and elegant arc that sends it sailing skyward. The poodle's whinnies swirl away as it soars, a kaleidoscope of snarls and whimpers in Maisie's ears that mule into the guttural cat cries of her newborn in the flouncy bassinet next to her bed. Maisie rises robotically in the dark of her bedroom to lift the baby. Buzzing cries and silent screams vibrate the small body as though it is motorized. Even in the dark, Maisie can sense and feel with her hands that the receiving blanket's swaddle has come undone. Baby Esme's scrawny primate arms flail about in spasmic jerks. One of her tiny hands abruptly knots onto Maisie's hair and yanks it. "Oh my goodness," Maisie finds herself saying gently, patting her baby's back. "Goodness me," she says softly at the ruckus. "Goodness gracious," she says, all words that Maisie probably never uttered until she had her first baby, Xavier, nearly 9 years ago. Other such words included potty, sippy, playdate, binky, cross, as in angry, pull up, as in diaper, and, altogether, use your words. Maisie sniffs Esme's tiny rear end to check her diaper. It is still weightless and clean, then tightly reswaddles her charge with the efficiency of an experienced mother, unfazed by the escalating screams. She tucks the swaddled football of baby into the crook of her neck like an old-fashioned phone receiver as she sits back down in bed and arranges with her free hands the pillows in their usual configuration for plugging the infant onto her nipple. When all is tucked and flattened, smoothed and forcefully secure, she places the screamer on her shoulder to gently calm her so that she doesn't nurse while hysterical and swallow air to make gas bubbles and misery. "Shh," says Maisie, patting the diminutive taut torso in rhythmic thumps. "Shh, shh, shh." Gradually, Esme's tight, muscled body grows more lumpish and relaxed, and Maisie can feel, in miniature, on her shoulder, against her ear, against her collarbone, a new life go from high alert to quiet exhale. Maisie's own body feels like it's exhaling as she, with her own cheek, smooths the cashmere-soft newborn hair that smells like beach stones that have baked in the sun. The heavenly weight of the baby, the living warm loaf of her with her green hay